consensus is that democracy of humanity, where the voice for the people, of the people, given a position. Hi fam, welcome to my channel. Let's talk a little bit about Nick Cannon apologizing. First thing before we get into that, I want you to recognize is that he worked for a white supremacist system. No matter what you may think, put things from a point of history. History, not his story, but the facts. This country was founded by Europeans, Caucasians. Hence and therefore, everything that goes on is based on manifest destiny. If you don't know what that is, look that up. Manifest destiny. So they came over here, you know the story, wiped out the buffaloes and the Indians, their resources, just like how they damaged the earth. The water is polluted. The earth is contaminated with the filth and the toxic stuff. The animals are reduced to extinction. It wasn't us that did it. It wasn't the Native Americans. It's those people who immigrated here or migrated here and polluted and contaminated the resources, the land of a country that they have colonized. It wasn't forced here on their own, against their will, to serve anyone for 400 and odd years. They weren't. They came here on their own and started enforcing their will on everyone else. Okay? Victimizing everyone else. Now, with that said and done, and being factual, not my truth, not your truth, not anyone else's truth, but the truth as it occurred. Let's look at the situation. We talked about institutionalized racism based on white supremacy, of course. We talked about systemic racism based on white supremacy, of course, what this country was founded on. They fled their country, came here. This is not their country. This country belongs to the indigenous people, and it needs to be released back to the indigenous people whose treaties have been violated. Moving along, as I said, Nick Cannon has the right to apologize, people. If you felt that you've done something that warrants the establishment of balance or some sense of interaction to maintain peace or order, he has a right to do that. That is his personal right. However, what I want to bring to light is the psychological warfare that's involved in this scenario. We understand that he himself is a Semite. So he did not make anti-Semitic remarks because Caucasians are not Semites, Europeans are not Semites. Only Afro-Asiatic people can be Semite. And Nick, being a Hebrew Israelite, is a Semite. And the issue of him addressing the savagery has come to fruition. Okay? Because of the psychological warfare, the economic outcome of what was said and done to him demonstrate a savage attack on his person. It is inhumane and it's immoral. that he can express his point of view based on the truth. So, if you understand the dynamics that these people, corporate people, have power over this one individual, made decisions that impacted this individual, where his sponsorship is being cut, where he's not going to be allowed, or the marketing actions are not going to be put forth. These things affect his economic. When someone shut down, has the power to do it and does it, that's an attack. A humane individual would say, Nick, come here. Let me pull your tailcoat, okay? Let me give a warning about how we would like you as an employee, executive, to, represent us. We understand you have your personal rights, but your personal rights may conflict with, whatever, with our, organizational stand. So here is your one and only warning, or you only get 2 warnings. This is the first one. There are steps to doing things when you have someone's best interest at heart. Now, only a Semite can understand how to interact with another Semite from a humane point of view, because there's a certain connection that you have with your own people. However, someone with a white supremacist agenda, someone who is racially destructive, bent on genocide, when they think they're being threatened, they come at you with all they have. They don't care about you. You are never important as an individual. You are just a tool for them to use. So you don't matter. You're disposable, consumable. They just needed you for what they needed you for. That's inhumane. That's immoral. Family, as I was saying, if he felt the need to apologize, that's his right. Because if he felt that maybe he offended someone, that's his right. That's the thing about being humane and moral. See that? That's what you do. However, Nick, these people are not humane and they're not moral. They're not Hebrew Israelite and they're not Semites. So no matter what you do, they don't care nothing about you, son. Okay? They're doing what they do. And you will see the definitions again. They're doing what they do. White supremacist position is genocide. And it starts with racism and all forms of its oppression before annihilation. Because in the mind of a white supremacist, you're a commodity. You're just a commodity. I understand. You may not see yourself like that. You may not see them like that when you're interacting with them, because they appear to be humane, but they're not. And the proof is in the evidence that they have revealed to the world based on their behavior. Their actions spoke. They did not treat you as if you were considered an executive, as a part of a team. They treated you as a disposable commodity. And please, family, understand. These people are claiming, the so-called Jews are claiming to be Indo-Arabs. part of some from Iran or something. But when you look that up, you're talking about someone from India coming to Iran. These people are not Semites. Because when you look that up, they're European. If you can go that far back. If you have the time to invest to go that far back. There's no such thing as black and Jews. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is, the blacks, as you want to call them, who were brought to America, according to the noble and honorable Bible, are the Hebrew Israelite. No other people fit the description, fit the historical experience, but those people in America who were taken from their country, native country, brought to a land that was not their own and held in bondage, still in bondage. Okay? Still in bondage. Okay? Others fought for their freedom. People in the Caribbean fought for theirs. South America, Middle America. So many may not fit the bill, but the Hebrew Israelite in so-called America, where the indigenous people have been placed on reservations, their resources has been damaged, the ecosystems that existed. Let's be honest. Speak to the truth. Look at the Bible. It gives you clear direction. Those people, the ancient black Jews, they know what they were talking about. Because there wasn't no Christianity back then. There wasn't no evangelical this and Catholic that. Those things came with the European, dissecting and cutting up stuff. I'm not asking you to believe nothing I say. I am telling you. You want dates and times, do your research. But Nick Cannon did nothing wrong but speak the truth. And that is the right thing to do. That's what humans do. That's what Hebrew Israelite do. That's what Semites do. When we communicate, that's how we communicate. We don't sit back, use color, or create and take a religion and say that's who we are. We know who we are. Okay? And we don't try to claim to be something we're not so that we can have power over others and then demoralize them and dehumanize them and act like there's nothing wrong with that. The definitions will be there. You can understand what is meant by these definitions, unless you have a comprehension problem. Nick Cannon, hold on. There are people who wish you well. Be at peace, brother. When you hurt, we hurt. Be at peace. Peace and love.